Hello world, I'm Dani and this is It Will Cure What Ails You. And today we're talking about leaps of faith and I'm filling you in on some of my past journey. Um, this channel started to not only help let you explore our camper vagabond journey around the United States this year. It's not so much about the destination as it's more about telling you our lessons and our ups and downs to inspire you and let you know that um, you're not alone and it's okay to kind of do you and take care of you. So I am a registered nurse. If you've watched the last video, you already know that. I came out of nursing a couple years ago by doing this direct sales company called LuLaRoe. It's a women's fashion in-home sales company, and it's fabulous. And I learned a lot from LuLaRoe, ups and downs, and that was a huge leap of faith for me. And I'm telling you this and so to help you maybe conquer something that you've been dreaming about. So right now, I think the world's going through like this open awareness or expanded consciousness that it's okay to try new things and to live for you and to dream big and to, not have to go by the norm. Well, growing up, I've kind of always been taught you go to high school and then you know what you want to do and you go to college and you do that and get a home and have a family and work for 30, 40 years and retire and then live your life. And that has never really resonated with me. For you all that know me personally, know that, I've never been inside the lines. And it's increasingly become more aware and I've acted on it a lot more, but it's because of these lessons that I've learned and the way that the leaps of faith that I've taken have changed me. So anyway, 3 years ago, joined LuLaRoe. I desperately wanted to come out of nursing. I needed to nurture myself, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. One night I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see this like join my team, become a fashion consultant um, post on my who became my sponsor's Facebook page, and I'd heard about her and this company through my sister. And my sister is normally like super up to date on stuff, so I talked to her about it and knew that if she was kind of for it, it was an okay thing to do. The only issue is that you're buying like this clothing store, and so it's 300 pieces of clothing. It costs $5,000 to sign on, and so that's a huge leap of faith. And at the time, I was buying a home and remodeling, and I had money saved up, but that was kind of like the last of my money and not really the place that I needed to put it. But I had this urge and this burning desire that that's what I needed to do. I'm a gut person. I encourage you all to follow your gut. Logically, don't make rational decisions, but it took me about 3 months, and I was still thinking about it, still thinking about it. And it's like I need to do it. I have no clue why I want to, where I need to, but I feel that I need to do it. So I did. And it was going to be a little side gig, and my mom had helped me, and family, friends, and everything. And we'd go set up this little boutique with these 2 racks of clothes and sell clothes to women. And they give you this app on your phone and whatnot, and you get your money and you order more inventory and blah, blah, blah. And it was awesome. And then I went through a breakup that was hard, and I was doing home health, and I was just having all these things that were burnout, 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 all these life stressors. And it's typical, right? We all have life stressors. But with that, I wasn't really having the time or the energy to nurture myself so that I could heal and get over these issues. And so my mom encouraged me to go full time with LuLaRoe. Since it was going so well, I lived in a small town. We had like 3 shopping stores in the mall, so everybody was wearing the same thing. And, it was really a place where women were looking for, um, something different. And I was able to provide that. And so I quit nursing and went full time. And I probably did it prematurely, but I have no doubt that it was the right time when I did it. And through LuLaRoe, there was this community that was built of empowering and encouraging women. And at the time, I was a little heavier. I've always struggled with weight. And this gave this common ground because these clothes are designed for like extra, extra small and 3XL. And they come in all these funky different prints and colors and solids. And, everybody can wear the same style, even though it's different sizes. So it really builds this common ground. And then what you find out is that when people come over to shop and you do these parties, is it doesn't matter if you're 100 pounds or if you're 300 pounds, you're going to probably complain about the same freaking thing before you go into the dressing room. And then they'd come out and they'd feel so confident and they'd have this glow about them and this smile on their face. And it was uplifting for me, being a nurse and a caregiver, to kind of like be able to provide some healing. But then what these women were doing for me in return was healing me. It helped me feel more confident about my body in the way that it was, not worrying about dieting and changing and working out and what it looked like and all this. It really started helping me see me for myself and find that self love despite what the scale says, or despite what my eating habits are, or what makeup looks like, or any of that. And so that was wonderful. It was a huge healing process. And then at the same time, I was able to help give back to my community with fundraisers and just really be a part of this nurturing environment. But it started to become overwhelming to me. So my family had helped me remodel my basement into this boutique, and that was so cool. Like, who has a boutique in their house, so that people could come like shop hours and come visit, or have a place to do their parties. And my house started becoming like consumed by these clothes. And I would watch other women come in, and we would call people addicts. And it was like every week, every sale, it didn't matter. They were in there, they were going to get something. And then I talked to them, out on the street later, and it's like, why I have 50 pairs of leggings that I haven't ever worn? And I knew that somehow that didn't resonate morally with me. It just felt wrong. Like, I know people that should be responsible for themselves, but it was almost like we were off this such high of this community that it was creating other issues with like materialism and textile waste and hoarding, if you want, or whatnot, and an attachment. And it became obvious to me that like we were counting on the clothes to do this thing for us, versus like really healing ourselves. And so I started, kind of drawing back from LuLaRoe, and then I thought that maybe I'd always wanted to travel. I started getting this urge to travel, and I thought maybe if I had a change of environment, I would see it differently. And after going on a LuLaRoe cruise, which I had this awesome opportunity to do thanks to my sponsor, and realized that it's just not feasible. And while LuLaRoe's awesome and I recommend them to anybody, and it was such a wonderful experience, and it still is a wonderful community, I needed to be able to live with less. And that was hard for me to decide at the time because I had put so much of myself into this, and I now had a team of people, and so they're kind of counting on me to be there for them and to help them grow. And I met all these wonderful ladies. We'd go do photo shoots, and I had a friend that would come do our makeup, and another local friend that was a photographer. So it was like we were helping each other out and building each other up. And it's like, seriously, you're going to walk away from that? But the way that it empowered me to start self-love and to start seeing myself for the way that I am, despite all the attachments, despite clothes. I call it being naked, being naked. I needed to be able to live with less. And so, it was a huge leap of faith, and it was temporary. And I think that's okay, because sometimes you climb up this mountain and, there's levels on the mountain. You're going to get to a plateau and take a break and rest for a minute, and then you've got to, you know, man up and decide that you're going to climb the next one. And it's okay for things to be temporary. And I don't think that we're told that often enough. And that's kind of my message for you is take the leap of faith. Dream big. If your gut's telling you to do it and you've thought about it for a while and, it looks okay and it's not going to jeopardize your family, take the leap of faith. And it may last a month, it may last, 30 years or whatnot, but it's okay to not know, and it's okay to give it a try, and it's okay for it to end. Um, so that's my little road journey. And tune back in next week. I think I'm going to get Justin to talk about his Appalachian Trail journey. And hopefully this helps you all. I know not everybody out there is in this situation, but I definitely feel like there are people that are ready to make some changes in their life and are scared to do it. So thanks. That's it.